Welcome back to Sanctuary with Alice, where I share yoga, meditations, and affirmations to bring more wellness into your daily life. Today we will cover yoga for intense times, a 13-minute all levels practice for any of you who are going through tough times and you have some stress and anxiety. So this practice is to alleviate some of that stress. We're going to be focusing on the hips, on the core, and just relaxing on our mat today. So let's start in Savasana. We're going to lay flat here on the mat, breathing in and out naturally, palms facing the ceiling. Breathing in and out. Let's go ahead in figure 4. So we're placing the left leg on top of our right. Both of our legs are bent. Our hands are clasped behind our right thigh. Smile for me. And breathe here. And you're trying to pull your legs closer to your chest for a deeper hip stretch here. Breathing in and out. What's important that when the poses get tough, we breathe deeper. Cross the right leg over the left. You could have your feet flex or not, and then you can have your hands behind your left thigh for this one. You are wonderful. Breathing in and out. Now we're going to come into a half baby. So bend the left leg. Smile. You're going to have your hand on the outside of your foot or the inside of your foot. You could touch your shins. You could also use a strap to assist you in this pose. There's so many variations that we can do in yoga. I like to put my right hand on my right thigh just so my hips don't shift. Let's see. Right leg is bent here. Same thing, hold on to the outside of your foot, place the left hand on your thigh to kind of remind ourselves to make sure that our hips are aligned and we're not shifting to one side. Excellent. Okay. Let's come up to sit. Bring your block. We're going to do seated forward fold. So it's a supported seated forward fold. We're placing our forehead on the block. The soles of our feet are touching. And we're even trying to open up the feet in this position. So imagine that your feet are like pages of a book. So we're splaying the feet open essentially. So we're doing a nice stretch in your toes and your feet. Place the forehead on your block. Your back is rounded and relax here. You shouldn't feel any tension in your shoulder or your neck. See how this feels different for you when you use a block as opposed to when you don't. I find that when I use a block, I'm more relaxed, that there's no tension in my body. So it's nice to have support for your yoga poses. Because whenever it gets tough, what we do is we hold our breath and we tense our muscles, and then we can get injured. So when you're new to yoga or you haven't been on the mat for a while, I always suggest using blocks. All right, we're going to come into supported pigeon pose. So we have our left leg bent. We're placing the bolster underneath our thigh. Our right leg is extended. We're going to have our arms extended in front of us. Fingers are tented before our chest lowers to the mat. We want to be in this configuration. Opening of our chest, breathing in and out. And now we're lowering down, okay? And relax your neck and head. Your forehead touches lightly your mat. And you breathe. One time I just dropped on the mat and my head just dropped very quickly to the mat. It was just heavy that day. Yeah, we're doing everything with awareness, everything with our breath. The breath should synchronize with our movement. Inhale, come up. We're gonna bring the left leg back, do a quick plank, and now we're bending the right leg, bringing the bolster to the right side, placing that bolster underneath our thigh. And what we also want to do is our foot should be flexed, so we protect the knee. Try not to point the foot. It should be flexed. Same as before, we're opening our chest, tenting our fingers before we come to the mat, gently lowering down our chest, our forehead, relaxing our shoulders, our neck. The left leg, you're going to have your feet pointed out. The left leg should be straight. Continue to breathe here on your own. Excellent. Great job today. I teach one-on-one yoga, so I have a few spots left for this summer. We do this online, and I address any alignment issues, or if you've been injured, we address post-injury conflicts. So if you're doing any physio and your physio told you to start yoga, I'm your girl. You could just leave your contact information in the comments or just email me. Sanctuarywithalice@gmail.com. Now we're gonna have a reclined cow face pose. So here we're staggering our legs, our knees are bent, and we're grabbing our feet. And what we're trying to do is press our feet and our legs into our chest for a nice hip opener. Continue to breathe here. Breathe in, breathe out, smile. Okay, let's come to a seated position, and we're going to place the bolster on our spine, okay? We want to make sure that the base of the bolster is against our seat bone, and make sure that the bolster's underneath your head. Even if your head hangs a little bit, it's okay, but it shouldn't end at your neck because you can strain your neck there. So place your hands on your thighs, breathing in and out. Place the soles of your feet together, and this is a nice supported reclined butterfly pose. Continue to breathe here. You could extend your arms behind you. Hold opposite elbows and breathe. This is a nice chest opener. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Continue to breathe here. Excellent. All right. Now slowly get off the bolster. You can roll to one side. Place the bolster to the side. Raise your arms up, flat back, and we're going to come into a seated forward fold. Hold on to your toes or your shins or your thighs around your back, or you can keep your back flat. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring yourself closer to your thighs. Inhale, exhale. If this is too much for you, you could also place a blanket underneath your seat bones or a bolster to support yourself here. Cross your legs, one leg over the other. We started with our right over the left for a nice hamstring stretch. Breathing in and out. Change the crossing of our legs. Excellent. You're doing so great today. Breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, raise yourself. Cross your legs. And we're going to come to a nice supported child's pose. Extend your knees. You're going to place your hands on the bolster for a nice additional shoulder stretch. Your chest may not touch all the way to the mat, which is okay. You want to have an extra stretch in your shoulders. I like this modification in child's pose. You could do reverse prayer here. Continue to breathe here on your own. Breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back up, place the bolster to the side. And cover yourself with your blanket today. We're gonna finish our practice in Savasana. Why I like to cover myself with a blanket is that there's something safe and calming when you have something pressed against your chest like a blanket, a body. It's just very calming and nice. Have your palms open, facing the ceiling. Be comfortable here and just relax, let everything go. All your worries are gone, at least for the time being on the mat. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. With gratitude for today's practice, for our bodies, for our minds, for our hearts. Come to one side. Slowly raise yourself. You can set the blanket to the side. And we'll finish up in easy pose, sitting cross-legged. Smile, place your hands together in prayer. Namaste. Thank you and have a blessed day.